Greetings, upstanders. Dr. O here, and leave it to another political campaign to bring out the most racist and ignorant society that we have in our world today. And as I mention often, as many of us mention often, it just doesn't come from MAGA. Democrats can get in on the action too. I'm thinking of the mayoral race of Zohran Mamdani, and I'm thinking of Cuomo and the Islamophobic ad that he put out, which was also racist, among many other things. And it's just a reminder that when it comes down to this thing called politics, Republicans don't own, especially these MAGA Republicans, they don't own the license on racism and hate and intolerance. This is one of the things I'm talking about, in my next book, Trigger Words, that, Democrats can also get in on the action. And one of the reasons that I find myself seeing how some people could vote for like Trump and then vote for like Bernie or something like that is because, there are people within the Democratic Party or who caucus with Democrats who don't want to talk about race and just want to talk about economics. But when you kind of push them on race, things start to come out a little bit, and I said, when you look at what Cuomo's doing, when you look at so much of the ignorance and hate that has come out, even from people on the liberal side of things and from Democrats in New York with the race, it's a reminder that when people are desperate, they will turn to that. Those are the politics that Trump ran on. Trump didn't ran on the price of no eggs. I mean, come on, seriously? If he didn't have a multi-months head start on Kamala Harris. He had a 250-year head start on Kamala Harris because he ran on racism and he ran on misogyny. Those are two of America's, most potent issues that people have used to run on. And this Mamdani race has proven that. And people can have legit conversations or concerns about any mayoral candidate, any government candidate. But we know that too many folks, whether we're talking about prominent journalists in these big newspapers or folks in media spaces who you consider to be liberal, were so quick to lean on their Islamophobia because they were able to do that because they knew that they would be comfortable enough because there are other people within these liberal spaces that are Islamophobic as well. And so Zohran Mamdani, whether you love him or hate him, whether you're somewhere in the middle, whether you're in New York and voting for him or not, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of teachable moments that can come from this if we care to learn them. But the biggest takeaway is even just coming off of the 2024 election, that when folks get desperate, it doesn't matter what side of the political aisle they are on, they will turn to the lowest of politics, which is the politics of hate and division. And it's our job in this society to show them that we can be better than that if we choose to be. And there's the Mamdani race, but there are many other ones as well. So what are we going to do, America? Are we going to stand up from all sides of the political spectrum and call it out? Dr. King talked about liberals could be just as problematic as those in the conservative spaces for many different reasons. And one of the reasons I would submit is because of the views that they hold, which aren't that much different than people like MAGA that we're fighting against. Let me know what you think. Peace.